Hi, my name is Luisa Blanco.
Now Luisa Blanco.
Luisa Blanco.
Luisa Blanco. Luisa Blanco now for Alabama.
And if anyone can do it, it's Luisa.
NCAA champion.
Too easy.
The crowd going berserk.
Luisa Blanco!
Wow. I'm first generation. I went to the University of Alabama for gymnastics. I'm a 21-time All-American, an NCAA champion, and an SEC team champion.
Here we go. Come on. Classy. I'm classy.
So I started gymnastics a little bit later than everyone. I didn't have the traditional mommy and me story. I was actually a soccer player. My entire family played soccer growing up, so I was kind of pushed into that. And then soccer season was over and I was still, running around the house, and my mom wanted me to put all that energy in a safe space, so she thought, why not gymnastics? She did it when she was younger at one point, and it was instant. I loved it, and you couldn't stop me. There's a lot of different hard parts of gymnastics. There's the mental, there's the physical. I was blessed. I really didn't have a lot of injuries growing up, but I had one big one that was during the recruiting process. And I felt like nobody was going to see me. I wouldn't get into a college. I felt outcasted. But that really showed me the power of staying the course and staying the process in your own journey. I had shoulder surgery, was out for almost a year in the most important part of my college recruiting, and I was still able to find the perfect place despite feeling behind. I was able to make a full recovery, and had I rushed my recovery to try to make a college recruitment earlier, who knows what would have happened in my career, but just the physical aspect has been really hard on me. But the mental aspect too. I mean, having expectations it's like an inevitable in our sport. You want to try your best and achieve the perfect 10, but you can't always do that. And being able to detach from the outcome, detach what the judges say about you, detach what other people may be saying about you on social media has been a huge thing, especially like in college. Knowing and learning and loving the moment and the place that you're in is really important. So those have been the two big ones, mental and physical, but there's so many things that make this sport worth it, and that's why I continue to choose it every day. I say this for anybody who asks me this question, but my biggest role model will always be my mom. She just sacrificed so much for me, for my family, and she had every reason not to, and did it despite that. She's so strong. She's the reason I continue to push. She's one of my whys, and my mom will always be my role model for the rest of time. When you're starting gymnastics, it's a really big journey. You usually have that first goal of wanting to go to the Olympics when you're little, and life comes at you in different waves, and your goals shift, and that's okay for your goals to shift. I think it's taking it one day at a time is really, really important, and not comparing your journey to other people's. Your gymnastics is yours for a reason, and I'm a strong believer that in order to get to a successful point in your career, just try not to compare. It's the thief of joy, like you hear everybody say, but follow your own journey, take it one day at a time, and those milestones will come. Just make sure the journey is yours. What made me choose Alabama? I feel like it's like everyone's answer when they find their home, but as the second I stepped in, it just felt like the place for me. It was a feeling on the inside. I felt welcomed. I really liked their idea of holding on to tradition and also creating legends. It's their slogan, where legends are made, and I never truly felt like I could do that in the place that I was at, and I wanted to not only make that name for myself, but for girls who looked like me. I wanted to give them, somebody to look up to, and the fact that at Alabama that was the slogan that really pulled me in, and that was my goal, to go to Alabama and make the most of it, and I feel that's what I did. So my Olympic journey, it starts like everybody's when you're little. I think it was 2008. I went to Woga when Nastia won the Olympic Games, and it was in that moment I knew I wanted to be an Olympian. It started off with Team USA when I was younger, and then you grow up, your goals shift like I was talking about before, and college came before the Olympic dream. So I went to college and COVID hit, the world stopped, but fortunately the NCAA gifted us with one more year of eligibility, and I kind of was reflecting right before my senior year actually with what the 5th year would entail, and I knew I didn't want to leave the sport without any regrets. I knew that elite gymnastics with Team USA wasn't something that was the best in my interest, and I wanted something to again honor my parents, honor my heritage. I'd been getting more in tune with who I am, especially in college. You learn who you are, and I wanted to honor my parents and where I'm from. So what better way than to represent my parents' home country of Colombia at the Olympic Games. And I just took it one day at a time. I didn't put any pressure or expectations. It was one meet at a time and finding the joy and competing on the international stage. It's been an incredible journey. I still can't believe it. I don't think I'll believe it until I'm actually on the plane to Paris, but yeah, it's a dream come true. The journey's been a little bit different. It's been a mix of training my elite routines and my college routines when I needed to. So during the preseason, I would do, play gymnastics, do the fun tricks I haven't done in a while, get the endurance up, and then during my college season, obviously put priority on my college routines, focusing on execution and hitting and sticking and all that fun stuff. But now I'm back to playing gymnastics, doing the fun skills, and just having fun with it, like I said. We're putting together routines and just the final touches on things before I go off to Paris. Gymnastics is such an individual sport, and I used to think I was such an individual competitor. I thrived off of competition and the feeling of, when that green flag goes up and your heart starts racing like crazy and suddenly everything is just calm once you're on the event. I thrived off of that, and I still love it. But I realized in the last couple years that when you get to those moments, what really matters the most is when you finish your routine, you stick your landing, and you see the people around you, and they're celebrating your win as if it were theirs. And that really was a game changer for me. It was the people, it was the connection, the development, the leadership aspect of what gymnastics actually is. It teaches you so much about life than it does just about how to do flips. I've just learned that I'm not so much an individual competitor, but I love enjoying, the process, and I love doing it with people that I love. My teammates, my family has been so supportive throughout my entire journey, but just knowing that it's not just you out there and that I'm doing gymnastics for, something bigger than myself. There's so many different things I'm excited for, but just the experience of being able to be there. Like, I see Paris in the movies. It seems, like I said, not like a real place. So just knowing that I will be in Paris, everyone will be speaking French around me. I will be seeing so many people from different countries, and knowing that we're all here because sports brings us together. It's the universal connector. I think that is something that is so cool, and you don't see it anywhere else. So just the fact that I get to be a small piece of that is incredible. It's something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. I have, coaches and friends who are Olympians, which is crazy to say, but they give me the best advice, and the fact that they think that, I should be there, it really gives me hope, and it makes me feel good about my gymnastics, and because it can be intimidating sometimes, but just knowing that, everything happens for a reason. You're supposed to be there. You earned your way there, and it's just an honor to be a small piece in what the Olympics is.